Hey, how's it going? It's Rocky. Welcome to a content that I like to do essentially at the end of the US market. It occurs at 1:15 that I try to do, and the US market closed about 5 minutes ago in the US. So showing the time here is March 8th, about 1:15, and my goal with this content is just to give you my thoughts and go through exactly how I performed for today, and just give you an overview of how my trading day went. So as you can see here, a lot of vertical lines. I was super active today on a lot of my trading. I'm gonna zoom in a bit on that, and you can see lots of trades. I'm quite proud that I was disciplined today. I only had one loss right here, which I denote here, and you can see I've taken a lot of shorts and some long positions as well. So one long, the rest were all shorts, and happy to say that with my hedge account, so this is the YM that I'm showing here, and I was able to get a gross profit of $4,370. So I'm quite proud of that. It's a long ways from being green for the week, because if I missed yesterday I missed the post, but essentially it was brutal yesterday. You can see here basically on the hedge I lost $800 after being up 900 because I messed up. And then on the swing trade, with Jerome Powell speaking, I lost almost $6,200 there. So it was a horrible almost $7,000 loss yesterday. But it's okay, because the swing trade that I have here, I'd rolled this over, so this won't expire until June 15th. And basically for today, my performance is a lot better. With the YM, I was able to hedge a lot better on it, and I was able to get $4,370. So from hard work of actively trading, I got $4,370 from that. So it's great for my morale and a bit of my confidence a little bit, because I know that I can pull off days like this from actively trading. And then of course on my hedge, it was down $235, but it's a lot better. Jerome Powell, Fed chair, spoke again today, and the market dipped a lot, but I like the recovery that occurred, and also I like that there's a lot more data that has to come in by this Friday. And Jerome Powell made it a point that they won't make that decision for that FOMC meeting that will occur in a couple of weeks until after they've seen all those data. So a lot of people were thinking, okay, they're probably gonna hike to a 50 basis points FOMC, but really a lot of that will depend on the data on Friday. So that's why this week was a bit of a whirlwind. But before I end my content here, something I wanted to point out, if you're new to futures trading, essentially it's a little similar, I guess you could say, to options, that the contract expires, but not exactly. So what I'm showing here is the calendar for the YM, and essentially an important one that we gotta see is essentially the date of when this expires. So on March 16th, basically the existing contract, which is the H, that's the March contract, expires on March 16th. But it's no longer an issue for me, because again, like I mentioned, I rolled that over to the June contract. And also when you're trading actively, something important that you should know is essentially the volumes. So on the volumes here, let me see if I can point this out a little bit. I'll zoom in a little bit so we can see this a lot better. With the volume, you can see that what's active is the H23. Again, no one's active. That's till March 15th or March 16th rather. And the next one is M23, which is the one expiring in June. And essentially this rollover, Thinkorswim will roll that over automatically based on volume. But really what's really important about this is if you look at the actual volume, you can see a big difference there. The active one is about 168,000 volume. The other one is 2,902. When that volume moves over to the next one, that's when I would highly recommend to trade the new expiration, because liquidity is very important and you don't want to get stuck. So that's one thing that you ought to pay attention about when trading the futures market. And also, because I do believe in transparency, I want to show you here what happened You can see this is the statement that I have for today. Again, lots of trading that occurred, and essentially just going through it, I can show you that, our balance, we started at 34,000 for the day, and happy to say that we ended that at 38,000. And the mark to market from my swing trade will be subtracted from this also, but that won't show up on the account until about 40 minutes from now. So yeah, that is my content for the day. Tried to do again a diary in less than 5 minutes, which we were there. Let me know what your thoughts are about the upcoming data that's coming out this Friday. Hope you had a good trading day, and give me some feedback if these 5-minute little rant that I have for diaries of an average futures trader is of any help to or value to you. All right, have a good one, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.